Hi, welcome everyone. It's me, Lori from Inner Goddess Tarot. And on today's sneak peek at decks from my tarot collection, we're going to look at a deck that I just acquired recently when I went to the Reader's Studio Tarot Conference in New York. I couldn't resist it. I had to bring it home with me. So today's deck is the Gorgon's Tarot by Dolores Ficci. So here, you can take a look. It comes in this wonderful, very strong box, and it's published by Schiffer Publishing. And I spoke to the rep from Schiffer who was at the conference, and he said that's kind of their philosophy there, is to always present their decks in these wonderful, sturdy, reusable types of packaging. So you're sort of buying a whole package when you buy the deck, which is great. So here's the box. You can see already it's graphically, it's very stunning, the design. The artist, Dolores Ficci, has made a conscious decision to use only black and white and very occasionally red for the cards. And in the companion book, it says she does this because she doesn't want anyone to be distracted by color symbolism, something that she knows very little about and doesn't really care to incorporate in the deck. So let's take a look at this beautiful deck. Okay, it captured me right at the first peek. So here, it's large and it's round. So two really unusual things. You can see the size of this deck. It's really quite substantial. And it's a round deck, which is unusual as well. So I'm going to show you the back of the deck first. Really stunning, those two snakes there. So yeah, you can read it in any direction, but with round decks, you have to decide how to deal with reversals anyway, in a different way. So it's really beautiful, and I'm going to show you just a couple of cards from it so you can get an idea of the deck. And I believe, this project came about as a graphic design project rather than as a tarot project from the outset. So you can see that coming out in the cards. So let's take a look. First of all, she's included one wild card. It's unnumbered and untraditional card. We have the Blind Gorgon. So take a look. This is one of the few cards that incorporates red into the design. So here, take a look. Sorry for the glare there. So this is a really unique feature as well. So it's unnumbered. You can interpret it as you will, or your client can see if it has meaning for them in particular. So throughout the deck, it follows what looks to me like a quite Rider-Waite-Smith based system. For me, it was easily recognizable and easy to use for readings right from the outset. So I'm going to show you a couple of cards that are striking or different or caught my eye in some way. So first of all, I'd like to show you the Fool. And in the Fool card, I mean, it's kind of whimsical, right? She's included, it looks like an alligator's head there. These sort of mice or rat-like creatures often appear in the cards too. But if you can see there, the Fool is a female figure in this card. And the deck does come with a small little white book, so to speak, that gives excellent write-ups on each card. So for the Fool, the tagline she has is "the spark before the fire." And she describes the card. I won't read the whole thing, but just to give you an idea. She says, "She is everything and nothing. She carries in her bundle all possibilities and a bit of spare stardust for luck." Isn't that nice? So the traditional meaning is a leap in the dark, opportunity, fresh start, innocence, that kind of thing. And she does include reversals as well in the book. So she says reversed, it's foolishness, thoughtlessness, leaping when we should be thinking ahead, that kind of thing. So you can see actually, although the graphic design is really very unusual and unique, as is the round shape of the card is unusual, the meanings and the symbolism are very accessible for anyone who uses the Rider-Waite-Smith system. So, and the minors do follow the same, or not, well, the suits that you would expect as well, and the elemental correspondences there. So I'll just show you one or two from the rest of the deck to get an idea. So let's see here. Okay, so I just have to show you the death card is really fantastic. Look at that one. It's quite a jolly and yet scary looking death card. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a quick look at, okay, Eight of Wands is a fantastic version here. It does have a human figure in it, which differs from the Rider-Waite-Smith, but you can see the energy, the movement, the things flying fast when you look at that card. And I like the Nine of Swords as well very much. Look at this. She uses the circle shape of the cards in a really striking and strong way. So you still get that feeling of waking up from a nightmare, stress, you know, feeling all those thoughts swirling around in your mind, but she's depicted it in a very different way. Okay, shall I show you? Okay, how about here is the Five of Cups. And again, you're very familiar with this image, aren't you? You can see just what we see in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but the use of the black and white and the very stark design gives it a whole new perspective, a real freshness. All right, so let's see. That's cups. Oh, okay, let's see. I love this one. Look at this King of Cups here with his cat. He's quite a softer figure, I think, than we're used to for the king. And the last one I'll show you, I don't know, this one personally I find really resonates with me. I don't think it was the artist's intention, but see this Ace of Pentacles? That looks to me like such a Shinto Japanese scene. We've got the Tori behind, the rising sun. So I'm going to have to actually look that up in the book, but that to me really calls out the goddess Amaterasu. But see, that could just be my personal, oh, here I'm going to look. You know, okay, no, she doesn't mention it in the book at all. But to me, that's what it really calls to me in that image. It really comes out. So it's interesting to see what you see in the cards as well. And on a very practical note, the cardstock is excellent. It's got a nice finish to it. It's very sturdy, very usable. And I didn't find it particularly difficult for to shuffle them. I mean, you have to get used to it. It's different than the rectangular deck, but still very easy to use. So, all in all, I love the Gorgon's Tarot. I'm excited to work with it more and get to know it better. And in my next video, or one of my upcoming videos, maybe my next video, I'm going to give you a brief, perhaps 3-card demo reading using the Gorgon's Tarot, and you can see what you think if it's something that you could work with. But to me, it's a very feminist and yet very inclusive deck, and I highly recommend it. So pick it up. It's readily available from the publisher and from any other of the usual places where you might buy your decks. So thanks for listening. Please let me know if there's a deck that you'd like me to take a look at next. Visit my site at innergoddesstarot.com or comment here on my YouTube channel and let me know what you think, what you want to see next. Thanks. Bye.